Hey, welcome back for another episode of Bitches at Brunch. It's Sarah, Denise, and Terina with you once again on this hot as hell day. I guess we're just going to go straight into our Eat of the Week. Does anyone want to get us started or?
Sure. So I went to a food event last week and it was Eddie Merlot's. I know it's a chain. Please don't yell me. But it is actually the only one that's west of the Mississippi. All the other ones are on the other side.
Yeah, wow. West of the Mississippi.
So I feel like it's not really a chain in that case. It doesn't feel like a chain.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they have a brand new lounge menu and it has some kick-ass stuff. So I'm like, if you like seafood, like holy shit. So they have this thing that instead of escargot, it's lobster cargo.
Interesting.
So it's served in the same little platter things or whatever.
Yeah.
And there are little lobster things in there with kind of like a puff around it. And then cheese galore on top. I know it's really weird. But we were like doing cheese pulls and stuff. It was fun.
But not, because when you said escargot, I was like thinking the butter sauce in there too, which would also really...
butter sauce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
of course it is. I just had to confirm butter was involved.
It's basically, instead of a snail, just imagine lobster.
Okay.
They also have like wontons. I hate tuna wontons that were delicious, served with wasabi aioli on top.
Nice.
And I love wasabi so much. They had lamb lollipops that were delicious, and they were cooked perfectly. They have... wagyu sliders, like little slider burgers. Yep, you would love it. I had like little lobster rolls. They had all kinds of stuff. There was tons and tons of like seafood and good food.
Sounds like a great.
They served us 7 cocktails, so I was a little.
Wow! So they gave you that, and did you get to choose what cocktails you wanted? Or
so you could order whatever cocktail you wanted. So I actually had 8 cocktails. So I order one. But I ordered one in the beginning before I knew this was happening.
Sure.
So everyone that they were trying to showcase, they were bringing around a cocktail for you.
Yeah.
And there was only 7 of us I hate that word, influencers there.
Yeah.
And +1. So it's actually a really intimate event. But it was the GM. His name is Keith. The dude is awesome. He was presenting everything that came out, explaining everything in detail. He touched every table, talked to us about everything.
Nice.
It was a really cool event. Yeah. If you haven't been to Eddie Merlot's, you guys should check it out. It's a cool steakhouse. Instead of Del Frisco's, where it's like dark and wood inside, this one reminds me of like a cheesesteak factory. It's like vibrant and white and like a lot more like bright inside. Basically.
I like that, actually.
Yeah.
So at the event, was it like the food was all out and you could take what you wanted to try, but it was all from that new lounge menu?
The appetizers, it kind of started on like out on the table that you can come grab whatever you want.
Okay.
The rest of it was showcased how it is served, basically, on a table. So you can go take pictures and videos. And then they came out on the table and they're like little things. So like the lobster rolls were like little bites.
Oh, nice.
You don't have the whole thing. You're not like obviously so
that's what I was wondering.
So they're bringing things out to share from the table. Like the lollipops or the ribs, whatever, was shared between 4 people.
That's really nice though, because then they already have it set up and you're not like everyone trying to go in, find the perfect spot. They already have it
it's
ready
all right
for
there.
You. Yeah.
And they had specific tables just for photos for the food and drinks.
Nice.
Smart.
And some of them were like fancy cocktails. So one of them was a Manhattan, which normally is served in a martini glass, right?
Yes, I love it.
In this case, it was in a highball glass. And it was in this case that was being smoked in it. So then when you open it up, all the smoke comes out. I know. Brian loves it. Brian loves smoking.
Did you say no, bro? I said nah, bro. You're the last man. I don't like this smoking. And something about the Manhattan needs to be in that glass.
I thought it was weird. When it came out, I'm like, is that old fashioned? Like, I don't know much the difference, honestly.
Rye versus,
right. It's a bourbon version. Yeah. But it was a great event. The place is awesome.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
How many people were at the event? Was it a good amount?
So there's like 14 of us total. I think we planned on more because they had gift bags for everyone. And originally there was 12 gift bags on there and only 7. Each influencer got one, basically.
And what was in the gift bag? Because you have to tell us that.
So that was pretty awesome because I love when you get something a little extra at the end. Not only did they obviously wine and dine us, so it was freaking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But then everyone we left, you get your gift bag. I immediately when I got in the car, like, oh my God, that's in here. And it was a Eddie Merlot shaker, which I already have tea at home, but whatever. 2 martini glasses. And they're like the smaller, more petite martini glasses. So I don't have anything like that. And then $100 gift card to go back.
Sure.
That's nice.
And right now they have a deal that it's a tomahawk and 2 lobster tails for 2 people for $199. So I think Brian and I are going to go back and get that.
Deal.
Yeah. That was a great event.
Yeah,
that
it was.
You had. It sounds very cool. Jealous. You weren't invited.
Sorry, my husband got +1.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Right there. You can't bring more than a +1. This is too nice.
Yeah. I'm surprised because a lot of those events like that are that big, expensive, I guess, wherever, they
Yeah.
usually don't allow +1s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that makes sense. Huh.
Yeah.
That's bomb.
Yeah.
So T, what do you got for your eat of the week?
Last weekend, AJ and I went on a date and we went to Steakhouse 10. It's in Inglewood off of Hamden, right? That's, yeah. It's an old school, I know it's Inglewood, but Denver Steakhouse.
I've never actually been there.
It's really good. They have an upstairs and like when you walk in, it's the bar. It's dark. It's a rectangle bar. And then the main level, there's one section is booth seating. And then there's an upstairs too.
It's more like a speakeasy vibe though, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like
It's old school. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very old school. I've been several times. When I first moved here, it was one of the places that I was taken to, like wine and dine me. But like when you go like at lunchtime, it's almost like going to Bull and Bush where it's like the old crowd, sitting there at the bar.
The
That's fun. Yeah, the
regulars.
regulars. But they specialize in steak, but I always get their Chilean sea bass.
Oh.
And it has this creamy butter sauce with it. It's a big piece. It's always
Nice.
really good. And then they have the Steakhouse 10 salad, and it's got like this spicy blue cheese on it, which I know, but it's very good. And I'm not a big blue cheese person, but I think the spice helps with
I
it.
could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It like balances out.
But it's
the
almost like a
Jordan's taste.
wedge type
Yeah.
salad too.
Nice.
And then they have great desserts. I'm always just too full for dessert, but they do have a lot of, every time they come out, they look delicious.
Yeah.
But it is a little pricier for dinner, but they also have a great lunch menu.
Oh.
They do a lot of like burgers at lunch. They do have a couple steaks on there. They have a phenomenal lobster bisque on their menu.
Nice.
And then their wine selection is incredible.
That's great.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want really good. You're going to get a good meal for the money. You know what I mean? And the experience.
Yeah. But to me, it's just quiet in there too. It's
Yeah,
a lot of
it's
people
intimate.
don't go there because it's in Inglewood.
And it's tough behind something, right? The south, or it's
It's
like
like something behind like gas stations
yeah,
and
something
stuff like that.
It's
Yeah.
kind
It's
of
like,
hidden in
you
there.
have to know where it's at, I feel like.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I've never even seen it, but that's because it's hiding behind the
You know where like the Chipotle and everything, it's like across the street from there, there's like gas stations. It's the building behind it.
Like almost
Okay.
Santa Fe and Hamden.
I'm trying to think.
So
Sure. Yeah, I think I know.
I think you would know, like
I think
when
I
you're in
do,
the
yeah.
area, you would know because there's so much stuff on it. Do you
Yeah.
remember Blondie's?
No.
No, never mind.
Lost on me,
Across the
everyone.
street from there.
And usually I'm the one that knows or remembers these old
Right?
freaking places, but no,
I'm
not
surprised
this
you
time.
didn't do their books for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Walmart is in Inglewood off of Hamden.
Oh, over there.
Yeah, it's like
Where
right
the
across.
Hobby Lobby or
Yeah,
R.I.P.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
R.I.P.
I know. It was so
I
sad.
know.
Get
I
lots of
know. When I first moved over here, I was like, yes, and then no,
Nah.
no, bro.
But if you want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, that's over there.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
there's
perfect.
that. There you go. I know now. When you said Walmart, it clicked for some. Anyways,
How about you?
my eat of the week is Casa Bonita.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Casa Bonita.
Casa Bonita. I like it. There should always be a song. Jonathan's niece, who is 9, Lizzie, is in town. So we were able to get last minute reservations because someone canceled their
Which is
reservation.
huge.
Lucky.
So if you're going to go to Casa Bonita, you have to make a reservation. It's reservation only
Yep.
still. But sometimes you can sign up for a wait list in case anyone cancels.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
In case, for those who don't know what Casa Bonita is, it's
Watch South Park.
Yeah, right? It's South Park. It's also the Disneyland of restaurants, like your Colorado version.
Yes.
So you don't just get a meal, you're getting entertainment.
Yeah, show.
Yeah, and it's so cool. It's decorated, everything. You feel like you've just been transported to a different place and time.
It's like tropical
Yeah.
inside.
And what I love about the South Park guys, when they took it over, because it's been around since the 70s, 1976, I think is what we read. Don't quote me because I'm probably off a few years, but it's been around forever. But then when they took it over, they put so many little South Park things throughout it that
Oh, nice.
I love that.
Yeah,
So the
I
one that I
love
love is when you're in the food line and you look up and you can see them in like
Kenny.
almost like you can see the colors.
the
just, like, lit
stars.
up. Yeah,
Yeah,
stars.
yeah.
So cute.
It's like a constellation of Kenny.
Yes, there we go. That's
They
what
completely remodeled it. They spent $55 million remodel.
they gutted it
Yes.
and then redid the whole thing.
And you can't tip anymore, right? Because you can,
Yeah,
but
we
they
do.
pay the staff enough money where they don't, like, you don't have to feel like you have to tip.
They
Yeah.
don't ask for tips.
That's true. They do. The thing that was interesting that changed this time too was like things slowly, little by little, have changed because I've been there 3 times since it reopened. I mean, why not? I love it, obviously. And every time someone else new wants to go, I'm like, I'll go with you. Okay. But it is, when they remodeled it, first of all, there's a documentary. I think you can get it on Paramount that is about the whole remodel. Because it was a money pit, which any restaurant remodel is probably going to be a money pit. Let's be real. Yeah, it was gross. Things had never been updated. So I think they did a lot of work. They did it. They made it so authentic to the original one. You still have the same feeling.
Yep.
But originally, you went in, you paid for your meal at this window, you picked what you wanted there, then you went to your table. Do you remember that?
Yep.
That changed. And then it became, you went to your table and ordered. So now that's what you do. There's no getting in the line and picking out your meal there. Nope. It's gone.
All right. So a little more upskill.
Yep. Fair. But then you get seated.
Has the menu changed?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's like, what do you call it? Fancy Mexican or wannabe takes on Mexican food. It's all right. It's a step up from the old food that used to like wreck you.
I like the beef plate. Thank you very much.
It was hilarious because I was in the bathroom and I'm eavesdropping, of course, but also I had a balloon hat on because they have someone who does balloon animals and balloon hats. So my niece and I had to get matching t-shirts and then we had to get matching balloon hats. So I have a swan balloon. I go to the restroom to change into the shirt because I have to do it there. So we match. And I should have given Jonathan the swan, but no, I didn't. Bring it into the bathroom. So I'm trying to change and pee with a balloon. Let's try not to pop it. But then in the meantime, eavesdrop on these 2 other women that came in who were talking about the original one back in the day. Yeah. And I was like laughing so they could tell I was listening to them and kind of made a comment like, oh yeah, that food will give you diarrhea. Now it's definitely gotten better. And then I come out of the stall and I was washing my hands. I'm like, do you ladies want to hear my funny story about Casa Bonita growing up? And they're like, hell yeah, we do. While they're peeing. This is so great. And I tell them when I went back there back in the day, they had one of those machines that had a rooster and you get like an egg with a little prize in it. Right?
I remember that.
Yeah. Mine had ashtray sand in it. Like literally it was an egg filled with sand that smelled like cigarettes.
Ew. Oh my gosh.
I think there maybe was even like a
cigarette in there
stuff in there.
Wow.
But I have to tell you, as disgusting as that was, I thought it was the funniest thing then. And I was like 12. I still think it's hilarious.
Your parents were like, what?
I'm like, doesn't that explain how ghetto the original was just by that? And that was back in like the 90s.
And I don't think they ever changed that carpet in there up until now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
it was sticky. It was so gross. Oh my God.
But
Did you remember Casa Bonita?
Yeah, I went before they remodeled it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been a couple of times.
Yes, we went.
Yeah,
there with your family when they were in town. Yeah.
But the documentary is very interesting because it talks about like how kind of gross the dive pool was and everything. And
that must have been gnarly. Yeah. So there's like cliff divers there, guys. There's entertainers. There's balloon face painting, character drawings.
Yeah, it's like a carnival.
And it's basically included. And it's all included. Well, I mean, if you do the arcade, you have to get a card and put credits on it. Yeah. But everything else, like the balloons, all of that is included. It's like included in your meal. Yeah, and you have an hour at your table, and then you have, as long as you freaking want, to walk around. There's shows. There's a puppet show, which is hilarious.
That puppet show is what I love because they talk about the beef plate.
Yeah, it's all old food coming back.
Yeah, like dance. Yeah, oh my goodness. I was like enamored. I'm like, this is like old Casa Bonita.
Yes, great. When the sopapilla comes down and she's just, you want more of me. I died because they have bottomless sopapillas there, just in case you didn't know. And all you do is you lift up your little flag at your table. They still have the flag to say that you need service or you need, more sopapillas. And they'll bring you that. Yeah.
It's awesome they still did that.
Yeah. The only negative thing I have to say is the mojito was shit.
Well, that is one thing I will say when I went back after it changed, and all the drinks are basically on the gun.
Oh,
So they're all pre-mixed or
Yeah.
whatever. I think they're the gross.
Yeah.
Personally, all of them.
That
The
makes
margaritas
sense.
used to be amazing, but they give you heartburn. The
Oh.
whole time. But now
it's all good.
they're all on the
Yeah.
gun.
I wish I would have realized that because that explains the thing.
And that's
Yeah.
why they don't do tipping, because they're not actually mixing. They're not bartending. They're literally just spraying soda or margarita, whatever, into
Mojito.
into
in
a
this
glass.
circumstance. I was like,
They're
there's
probably
like,
really sugary then. Yeah.
it was just, it
Yeah.
was funky. And then it had a little sprig of mint. I was like, where's the mint and ice?
No ice?
Yeah,
Oh,
you needed
okay.
more ice. Let's just say that. But overall, it was we had such a blast. It was so much fun. I didn't
Yeah.
want to leave, and we were hyped up in the car on the way home. And
I really wish you
It
wore
was-
your shirt.
I should have worn my shirt.
Yeah.
It's a washing machine.
That would have been cute.
That would have been smart. I even looked at it today. I only wore it for a few hours. I
Right?
could have just
Exactly.
damn it. All right. Better look next time. I'll just stick to my all black. So yeah, that wraps up our Eat of the Weeks. And let's get into our topic, shall we?
I think it's Denise's turn this
I
time.
think it is actually.
Look at me.
Little olive. Let's talk about these cute little olives. Okay. Can you hold on to that, please?
Yes, ma'am.
This thing was tight in here.
That's what he said.
Ooh. All right. They're rolling. All right.
Do it.
I can do it. Can brunch have a theme?
Ooh.
I like theme brunches, actually. I think that's a
I-
great idea.
I really want to have one. I think that's probably why I put that question in.
Right.
Okay, so tell me an idea for a theme or what I think it can be, not just wearing costumes and that kind of thing.
Okay. But the food could have a theme.
The
too.
food could be a theme too.
I mean,
Isn't that what when you go to a restaurant that's usually a themed?
Yeah, but
So
what
what-
if I'm at a buffet? Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
how many of us?
No, we all know you love buffets.
I'm not going back. You can't make me.
Because I'm making drag brunch as a theme. But then what else? What other ideas would there be?
So for Heather's bachelorette party last year, we went to Flight Club.
Okay.
And that was kind of fun because I enjoy sometimes when you have something to do while brunching instead of just sitting around eating and drinking, which is also fine. And we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
But it's fun. You can play the dart games. They have a good amount of food to choose from. They have a good menu. They have a brunch menu. They do bottomless mimosas, at least when we went. They were doing that.
Yes.
All of us were super fucking hungover from the bachelorette. So I don't think any of us did the bottomless, but that to me was like a fun theme. But I do think it would be fun to go to something like it's derby time or something like
Yeah.
that. And you go to a derby
And it's
one
all
or
like
Cinco de
Kentucky.
Mayo one, and I'm wearing my sombrero that I don't know, but I will get one. And you know what I mean? I think it'd be fun to do a theme brunch.
So then,
Yeah.
I mean, that's you think of your bachelorette party where you had us all dressed up as Golden Girls.
That was super
Yeah.
fun.
So it wasn't brunch,
It was
but
dinner.
it was dinner time. But that was like a theme and just
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's a cute idea.
I'm always seeing these new ones that the youngins are coming up with. And like some of them were hilarious,
Like what?
actually. The Golden Girls one was funny from
Yeah.
the get-go.
And that was so easy, honestly. It's so easy to dress like an old
Oh, yeah.
I think I bought my moo for $5. Just like
I got
it's
mine
so
from
cute.
Goodwill, the sparkly dress that I ripped the back out of.
Sometimes
Fancy was too much.
Sometimes
Oh.
blow your back when you're getting down as a Golden Girl.
Terina was basically twerking on the sidewalk and cracked her dress open.
Yeah. That was fun though.
That was fun.
It was a
I have
blast.
Yeah.
pictures. It's not putting them on the podcast.
Yeah, no one needs to see that, but hey, we can edit it. It's new, and you're gonna see a couple popping up right now. So just get ready.
There used to be restaurants, that bar in Denver or off of Leetsdale that was dogs. It was like a dog friendly.
Yeah, now it's called
the water.
Reno's Cantina.
Yeah.
It's like a wannabe Hooters. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is. Oh,
But it used to be, I can't remember the name of it now, but it's basically a dog park
Watering
/ bar. Thank you, the watering hole.
Yeah.
That was a cute idea. There's a few more that have popped up, I think, in Littleton and stuff like that.
I feel like I have seen a few that are like that are bars where you can that have more of an open
Yeah.
space for the dogs to roam around in. Because that's what was so great there. It wasn't like, oh, you can bring your dog, but they have to be on a leash. You could go and it was like a dog park.
My
bar.
dog liked to jump over the fence and go into the bar.
Of course, like you.
3 times.
Mine was an asshole to everyone, so I had to leave.
Remember one time we couldn't find her anywhere. She was sitting in some dude's lap. You're like a little brat.
You're like, where are you? Oh, just making friends.
Just making friends over here.
Don't worry about it, Mom.
He's like, she's fine. I'm like, okay.
That's hilarious. I just lost my train of thought. No, there was the place that like one of our first brunches.
When we met Allison?
When we met Allison, we went to that place that was also in the Highlands that had, it was more like a brewery kind
I
of
think
situation.
it closed because it was in the middle of the neighborhood, and I think people are complaining about the barking. So I don't think it's there anymore.
Okay.
But it was something like Bark Bar or something like that. It was like
yeah.
But yeah, we went there. Yeah, that was that's like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
11 years ago. Wow.
I know, of course, all the breweries, there's so many of them that are dog friendly.
But they don't have food usually. Unless they have
Or like food trucks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not doing my brunch there.
Some food trucks are good.
You know, like
food trucks, yeah.
Huh.
I would do
Trash Talk, if they don't have a food truck, you can bring your own food in.
Yeah,
And
some of them like
it's
do that.
dog friendly.
See, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
We could do a theme one and get all dressed up like old timey and go there, like old time westerny and go there.
Yeah. Or go like raccoons because it's the theme.
Yeah,
Trash talk.
pandas. Yeah, we'll get like the onesies and we can just come.
Okay, I'll do that in the winter time because it's too goddamn hot.
Oh my!
right
Oh,
now.
I'm not
So-
putting the onesie on my body right now. Hell no! I know what it's like to wear those like for Halloween, and they're
They're still hot then, I feel like.
yeah. I remember I wore my shirk one to for work for Halloween, and I remember being like, I really need to take this off. I'm sweating my face off, and I had a tank top that naked under it, but it looked so ridiculous because I had it like down around my
Oh,
waist,
yeah.
and tank top, and I like shut my office door. No one needs to see me right now. Okay? I'm a sweating shark.
We need to see the fin over here.
Yeah. Okay, so I think it's decided that yes, it can, and yes, we should do more of them.
Yes.
Drag brunch, yes, that's for
That's
sure.
always fun.
a fun
Yep.
one. I love that as a theme.
Although I will say, so we did the one at Hamburger Bangs years ago, and I personally do not like going on stage, but they had to pull me on there, and I had to do a lap dance on some random dude that I've never seen before in my life.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like to do that part.
there's sometimes participation.
Yeah, you had to make some noises if I remember.
And me, I have a really hard time being the center of attention and up on the stage. So I really shy away from it. No, I'm the one that's up there. It's like me.
Sarah's up there winning. Actually, at my bachelorette party, instead of me getting on the stage to dance with a stripper, we made Sarah do it.
Yeah, they made me do it. I'm like, what's happening right now? Oh, okay. Fine. I guess I'm gonna get a lap dance, and it's not my bachelor. I'm so confused. But all right, put your balls in my favor. I'm here for it. Let's go. Oh, Boys Town.
I know, it's close.
I know. Okay, pretty much. Let's just sum it up there. Okay. So how about cherry on top? What do you guys got? Anything fun?
Brian, my husband Brian, his aunts are coming in from out of town this weekend for
That's
4th of
fun.
July. I'm so excited because I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah.
So it's just a great time always.
Do
So
you guys have plans? Like anything?
we have dinner tomorrow night with one of them, but then they're going to be staying at the family cabin this weekend. So we'll probably go up there. They bought, I don't know if you guys ever played Rummy Cube, but we played, but his aunt bought one that has 6 players. So we can more people can
Oh,
go.
fun.
Yeah. But that's like our family tradition is playing Rummy Cube always.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Stuff like
You
that.
should tell everyone more about the family cabin.
So
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. So the cabin is up a little bit past Idaho Springs. It's 15 miles past it. On your way up to Mount Evans, sorry, whatever it's called now. Blue Sky, whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway, up to Mount Evans. Anyway, it's on a dirt road. It's called Rocky Road. They actually named it, which is cool. And it is difficult to get up there. If you have a regular car, you're kind of screwed. You're not,
couldn't.
yeah, you can really get in there. And the more and more time goes, the more and more narrow I
Oh,
feel like,
really?
because the trees are growing more.
Oh.
So it's kind of crazy. But the cabin has 3 bedrooms, technically. One of them used to be a sunroom that they turned into a room, but it works, whatever. It's full kitchen and everything. And then we have a Keurig, really uppy, whatever. We have stuff like that up there.
Yeah. Wow.
And then we have a makeshift grill. So it's like an open fire pit, but we just put like a grate over. Yeah.
nice.
So we use that sometimes just to grill some stuff.
Yeah.
But it's fun to take like the dogs up there, go hang out. You have 0 cell phone service. Recently, they did add satellite where you can text from the front porch. You have to go outside and you can send a text message. And I sent one, and then Brian's like, "Oh, it costs $20. I'm going to pay."
Oh my
Blah, blah.
goodness.
And it didn't cost you anything extra. It
Yeah.
still goes off their satellites, which is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally cute place. Everything is old school in there. There's still like old time magazines, stuff like that. So that is actually why the ants are in town, because they're going to start changing some of the stuff out.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That's exciting.
They want to revamp it a little bit more, like the couch that's from 1970.
Yeah.
They want to buy a new couch. But it's hard to get furniture and stuff out there. So
yeah.
that's what they're focusing on right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it doesn't it have running water?
Does it? It does right now.
Oh, it does.
They-
Okay.
I hooked up a pump basically from the river, so it's river water.
Oh,
Yeah.
If you're taking a shower, you get probably needles and stuff in your hair, whatever. But at least like,
But at least it's running.
it's running,
Yeah.
and
Why
it's
is that
not
so
for the
funny?
toilet, because
Yeah.
before what we were doing was going to the river, getting a bucket of water, and then if anyone had to go to the bathroom, you had to flush it down
Yeah.
that way. At least now it's actually cycling,
That's
Yeah.
great.
but the hot water heater just went out, so the water's not hot yet.
Uh,
I know, but it's still it's fun little getaway. I'd love to just go out there,
Yeah.
play games, drink.
Sometimes a good amount of recharge is what you
Mhm.
need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
go down to Idaho
right.
Springs, get some Bojos or Tommy Knockers. Don't do that. And then we just take it back up to the cabin.
Food
Yeah,
poisoning,
which
do
is
that too.
great. You're not too far from civilization
yeah.
and fun stuff too,
Yes.
which is nice as well.
Exactly.
Cool. What about you, T? What do you got?
We went to a wedding reception this past
Oh, nice.
weekend for a couple of our friends that got married in Moab. So it was just, we haven't hung out with them in a while. So it was just fun. There was about, I don't know, like 30 of us. They had it at their house.
Yeah.
And it was really neat because they had all of their wedding photos printed and framed, which they're not going to keep them like that forever. But I bet you they had 30 photos up against one of their walls. So you
Cool.
could see
Oh,
everything. And
That's so
the
pretty.
photos were incredible.
I've seen some of their photos and it's unreal.
Yeah.
They're
They look
stunning.
fake. Yeah.
They look fake.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
They look
They,
fake.
they really did a nice job. But yeah, we got to just hang out with friends and we were there till 3:00 in the morning.
Oh, yeah,
I
let's
was
get time
lazy.
squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty lazy the next day.
And you had Tuxie with you too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, because they have a little pup too.
yeah. Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah, that's what we
nice.
did.
That's cool. Was it like mostly friends or family? And
A little bit of both.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Giddy, it was mostly family, and then the friends stayed longer.
yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. The fam doesn't stay till 3 a.m.
No,
The friends.
yeah,
We know how that goes.
Yeah,
We know how that goes. Yeah. That's awesome.
yeah.
Very
So that was
cool.
fun.
So I guess my cherry on top would be the other thing that we've done with Sean and
Yeah.
Sneeze, Lizzie, was Meow Wolf.
Nice.
And I think, and I've only been to the one in Santa Fe and this one, but I think that ours is probably one of the best from what I'm hearing, because
What?
Lizzie said the one down in Houston sucks. Like,
That's
it's
a new one, right?
and
That's a newest.
yeah, and it's like you just splatter paint on walls and stuff. She said
What?
it's a like painting theme.
We were
I
going
don't
to
know.
check it out last
Interesting.
time here in Houston. We didn't have time. I thought about it.
And you said the one in Vegas was nah.
The Vegas
like,
one is weird because it's like a convenience store, grocery store
Mhm.
theme.
Yeah.
And honestly, compared to ours, I thought it was kind of like meh. It's a lot smaller too.
Yeah.
The only thing that was cool that I thought was there was a bar in it. Like it was hidden. You had to find
That
the
was
bar.
cool. Yeah.
As opposed to here, the bar's like upstairs and out of the way kind of a thing. So yeah.
So
There's-
you can actually get drinks inside now, like
yeah.
more through the first. So to rewind, Meow Wolf is like an interactive art exhibit that basically there's multiple rooms, you travel through it and you feel like you're going to another world, basically.
yeah.
There's stuff on every wall. You can go there a bunch of times and never see the same thing or see something new. They had a bunch of new art this time, actually.
They
new
really change it out.
rooms.
I would think.
I think
so.
they
Yeah.
do. I
Yeah.
think they change out some things and they add different things. You can get literally lost in there because it's very difficult to
Yeah.
find
It is
exits. But
confusing. Yeah.
in the one in Denver, it's called Convergent Station. I think we have one of the biggest ones. And that's why I like it, because it's
Yep.
big and it's weird. I want the weirdness.
Yeah.
And the magical feeling of it.
Yeah.
So it's cool. The level that they take you and they drop you on, because when you first go, they take you in the elevator to level 4 or something like that. And there's a bar on that level. It looks like Tokyo-ish. It's more the city
Oh,
feeling
I've seen that.
section. They now have a little bar there and you can get cocktails and
Oh.
everything. And I got a can of Diet Coke, but they had
options on there.
Yeah,
I would-
interesting.
Do not remember seeing that last time that I was there.
Yeah, not at all. Because
Yeah.
I've only been to the other bar. I did a food event there actually with Illegal Pete's, which was really cool.
Yeah.
But that was in like when you walk in the main thing, like when you're going to pay the gift
Yeah.
shop, it's upstairs from there.
yeah.
Right.
So it's totally outside of the exhibit.
Yeah.
That's
Because
interesting.
that's the same bar that they use for the
For the
shows.
shows. Yeah, because they do
that
have
makes
a concert venue.
Yeah.
Which Jonathan and I have seen the show. I know you have
Yep.
too, right? And then they also have a new lounge kind of vibe thing going on downstairs.
Oh,
So like on level 2, because the elevator accidentally meant to go up instead of down and whatever. We ended up, and this guy was getting an elevator and we're like, oh, that looks swanky. And he's, yeah, it's like a whole lounge. You can get cocktails and food and stuff. Oh, so that's newer. But it was just so much fun running around there. And but it's exhausting because it's just so much walking. And then I think, oh no, we have to go this way to get back to the stained glass castle-y thing. And I was
That's so
wrong.
pretty. I
It
love
is.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but when
love
you have
that.
someone that's 9 years old, that's fun too to see
Yeah.
their imagination go wild.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
She loved it. There was
Yeah.
a couple parts that were a little scary
Yeah.
because some of it's a little weird, you know what I
You mean when
mean?
the walls are talking to you? Does that freak me out a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. They don't always
Talk
talk
to
to you.
No, what I love though is like when you pick up because they have payphones all over the place, call other people and then bring someone else in this giant place picks up a phone. I'm like, hi.
So cool.
I love that.
I showed the one guy, this one older guy, that they have the laundry machine. My brain farted. And you pull the machine that's supposed to be the soap dispenser, it opens and
and
there's
then
a
that's
room
the
back
room.
there.
Yep.
And because they were like fidgeting with it, I'm like, do you know that opens? And he's, huh? And he was like, what do I pull? I'm like, just pull on the little slot. It looks like where you would put coins in. And he's like, could not get it to work. And I was like, you're gonna really like, I got this. Like, I'm just tour guiding people. I mind my own business.
I feel like the Santa Fe one though is amazing.
It's
Because
great.
original,
I
so.
really like the Santa Fe. I would
Yeah.
say for me, the Santa Fe is really cool. It's the OG, and you go through a house. You go into something that's more ordinary, but there's so much more to it.
You crawl through a
Yeah.
fridge and stuff.
Yeah.
right?
Yes, you go down the slide.
Yeah.
So
So
the-
slide through the washing machine that I did, and then I was like, oh my knees, oh my knees.
When you have a show there, when AJ was
Yeah.
doing the tour with Subdocta, as the artist, they shut down the entire exhibit and you can go by yourself
How
and
fun.
you
That's
don't have
cool.
all the people. So I got to explore with one other person and we had so much fun
That's
because you
awesome.
could take your time and
Yeah.
like someone's rushing behind you and you can act like the biggest kid. So that was a lot of fun.
That's
That's
great.
cool.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like when you
kind
wanna
of
take-
creepy too. Because
Right.
the old house, like some of the
Oh,
stuff.
I
And
know.
yeah.
That one's a little freaky
Yeah.
too. But I also, it's so nice when there's not a ton of people because when you want to take a photo, you don't want to feel like you have to
Yeah.
wait your turn. We had to wait our turn for a couple things,
Yeah.
but we were there right when it opened. So I think that kind of helped.
Helps,
It wasn't
yeah.
too busy at first. It started filling up and I'm like, all right, now it's time to bounce.
And you went on a weekend, right?
Sunday.
Yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So yeah, it's a great way to support art and they're popping up. They've blown up. They're in a bunch of cities.
I think
Yeah.
they're building one in LA, I think now, which is kind of funny that there hasn't been one.
Yeah.
there.
I think that one's supposed to be pretty big too.
Yeah, I think so.
I could see them putting a good
And I heard
time
something
effort.
about Florida. I don't know where, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably never going there. Just kidding.
I'll go there. I don't care.
No, I would check out any of them.
I want to see all of them because they're all so different. I would love
Yeah.
to see all of them.
Yeah,
Because they
exactly.
bring artists from a lot of them from the local area to
Mhm.
help decorate
Yeah,
them.
exactly. That's what's so cool. So yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of this one.
Nice.
Thanks
We
for
did
hanging
it.
in there with us, guys. We hope to see you next time. Follow us and all the things online. You can find our handles in the show notes. Follow Denise 303 Foodie on Instagram. Subscribe. Please leave us comments. Please follow us. We would love it.
Get us out there.
So yeah, we love you guys. Thanks so much. See you next time.
Bye.